Right along, we gotta talk about that Wonder Bread news. We got that Wonder Bread. We got that Wonder Bread news, that vampire news, that blood covenant news. We got that Wonder Bread, that A-list news, that cheatacious news, God for the living children's news. We got that Wonder Bread. We got that Wonder Bread news. All right, y'all ready for our Wonder Bread news? Is y'all ready? Thank you for the donation. Is y'all ready for our Wonder Bread news? I'm ready for our Wonder Bread news. All right. So what you guys need to know is that we already going off over here. Hold up, let me. My bad. Unprofessional. All right. So what you guys need to know is that Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie have been going through a divorce since 2016. They actually met in 2004 on the set of. Let me see if I actually even have the picture. I might not. Oh damn, I don't even have it, but that's fine. They actually met in 2004 on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Back when I forgot who Angelina Jolie was with, but Brad Pitt was still married to Jennifer Aniston. Now, over the years, a lot of people have felt very sorry for Jennifer Aniston and the fact that her husband cheated on her with a woman on set, and they went on to have a happy and lovely life. And a lot of people back then didn't understand why so many co-stars would cheat. Why so many stars would cheat with their co-stars, but it's very simple. Like when these actors and actresses go away on set, first of all, a lot of them had to sleep with directors and producers to even get their roles. And so you guys may think that a lot of this stuff is based off of talent and hard work, but it's not. It's really based on who's going to make the biggest sacrifice, allegedly. And so if you're already used to being slutted out to get roles, it's not that damn hard to sleep with your co-stars as well. Even Sharon Stone from Basic Instinct that came out and let y'all know that she was not only highly pushed, but pressured into sleeping with many of her male co-stars simply, to keep her job or to get more jobs in the future. Because when it comes to being an actor, a lot of times, since it's such a small community, what they'll tell you is, well, if you don't do this, I'm gonna make sure you don't get that down the road, or I'll make a call to such and such and make sure your pilot doesn't go through or your TV show doesn't go through. And it's a bunch of blackmail and trafficking, and it's just it's a cesspool of Satan and garbage. But anyway, so I say that to say, a lot of times within movies, what you guys need to know is that the co-stars will be encouraged by the producers and directors to sleep with each other so that they have real chemistry on camera. Yes, some of them are really good actors, but that acting ain't all that. And one of the people that you guys are very familiar with that practices his method acting is Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf was sleeping with all them girls that was coming on Transformers because he really wanted to have that actual connection with them on screen. Like y'all might have thought he was just good at his job. Yeah, he was good at his job, and he was good at giving them the strokes too. And now he done lost his damn mind. But anyway, they started cheating in 2004. They got together, got married, ended up getting divorced starting their divorce in 2016. They are still currently going through the divorce because Angelina Jolie wants to keep their children away from Brad Pitt. Now, when you think about Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, first off, you think of 50-11 children. So you guys are like, Storm, didn't she adopt like 8 kids? Like, how many of those kids are actually his? Well, in the divorce proceedings, they're only talking about the youngest 3 children because those are Brad's biological children. The oldest ones are grown. You got Maddoxy grown, Zahara grown, and this one more that she stole from some other country. They's all grown now, but it's the youngest 3. You got Shiloh, you got Vivian, and then you got, what's the other one's name? All these damn white babies. Shiloh, Knox, and then Vivian. Jesus. Shiloh, Knox, and Vivian. All right. These are the youngest damn 3. And not to mention that their kid Shiloh was born a girl, but is now living her life as a boy, I believe. Kind of like how Charlize Theron got those 2 sons from South Africa. She's South African, but she got those 2 black sons, and now they're living their lives as daughters. It's take from it what you will. And so I have a lot of questions about this divorce, and I'm really questioning Angelina Jolie, and I'm looking at her some kind of way, not only because, I heard through the streets that she is a witch and that she uses dark spiritual forces to get things that she wants in life. And so I'm like, I don't really know if Brad Pitt stands a chance in this, because when you deal with somebody that is very in tune with dark spiritual forces, first of all, if you call yourself a spiritual person, you are in tune with the spirit, right? But you can be in tune with good spirits, you can be in tune with bad spirits, or you can understand how they both work. work. This lady right here allegedly is more into the dark stuff, as well as Jennifer Aniston allegedly in the streets. They was in the same coven. And so I also beg you guys to think about it. Was Jennifer Aniston really tripping when Brad Pitt went over there to Angelina? Or who says that Jennifer didn't send Brad over there with Angelina because they all run in the same circles, because they all really doing the same things. I can't really say it all, but put two and two together, they really all doing the same thing. So when you are in Hollywood and you're an A-lister, there are truly no secrets. The secret to even keeping your name any good is to befriend other people, get dirt on them, and constantly feed it to the blogs and the tabloids so that people keep their eyes off of you and the FBI stay off of the shit that you doing, Hugh Hefner, wherever the hell that you are. Because Hugh Hefner ass was the one that took Bill Cosby down, because he didn't want them busting down his doors and all the trafficking that he was doing all up and through there. Every girl that went through the Playboy Mansion house was not always 18 years old. Hell, they didn't start checking IDs until the late 90s, early 2000s. Some girls used to be teenagers back in the day. I'm just here to let you know these people is sick and they nasty and they dirty, and nothing that they do should ever freaking surprise you. But anyway, and so I'm looking through these divorce proceedings and I'm like, okay, Angelina is alleging that Brad is so dangerous, but he wasn't dangerous enough to raise your damn children that you got from other countries. And then she's saying he's an alcoholic. Well, hell, if I had 6 kids and had to deal with a blood-sucking woman, I would drink too. This is Brad ain't nothing but a Midwestern Missouri country boy. What's your definition of an alcoholic is what I want to know. Because if I got to deal with 6 loud-ass kids and a blood-sucking wife that kisses and tongues her brother down his throat, then you know what? If I want to come home every day and have me 3 beers so I can sleep at night and pray to God to forgive me for the horrible decisions I made, I can tell you Brad Pitt regrets the day he ever went into her layer. He regrets the day he ever did. I promise you he did. And I know that Brad Pitt, back then you was ready for a family, and Jennifer really wasn't trying to do the family thing, even though I think there could also be a chance that maybe Jennifer Aniston can't have kids. I'm not gonna go there, but there's a reason why she don't have none. She probably just didn't want any. And so Angelina was doing the family thing, and you was ready for that, and you didn't know that spiritual forces were being done on you that you wouldn't even be in the world. And then Aniston was done with your ass anyway, and your ass got caught up, and now you're trying to get out of some shit and save your reputation. And so I'm going off on tangents, but I'm just trying to let you guys know I just don't understand how she got this man from another marriage. This was another lady's husband. Even though you can't take nobody's husband, he has to want to be took it. But it's just the point. You could have got your own man. You could have went back over there and started tugging and sucking down your brother, but you didn't. You wanted Brad. And so you got Brad. You got everything that you wanted, and you telling me 10, 15 years later now he's the most dangerous thing in the world? And do you want to know the incident that she's using in her paperwork? I'm gonna tell you what she's talking about. She's talking about in 2016, it was Brad, Angelina, and 50 children on a private plane. First of all, give me them kind of problems. Well, I ain't trying to have 50 children, but me on a private plane, I ain't mad at that. But she claims they were all on a private plane, and they were either coming from Nice, France, or they were going to Nice, France. I think that's how you say it. I'm trying to be a little culture. And she claims that Angelina and Brad, they got into an argument, and they started going off, and Brad Pitt was intoxicated. Well, sometimes when you get drunk, you get a little rowdy, a little feisty, Angelina, we're not going to act like you're not a feisty kind of girl. Anybody that, slits her finger and swaps blood with her boyfriend and wears this blood around her neck ain't all the way there. We know that you ain't. And so they arguing on a plane, and then the 15-year-old Maddox at the time, so that's the Asian kid that she had adopted years ago. So he's a teenager, right? And we know how teenagers is, and we know how fathers typically handle teenagers. They buck up on their ass. And so Maddox bucked up in between his mama arguing, and Brad Pitt went to chest bump his ass, and Angelina got in it, and everybody fell down because the plane is going, and it was all dramatic, and Brad was a little drunk, and so Maddox might have caught a backhand. Maddox might have ran into Brad's backhand. Somebody caught a backhand, because they already unstable. They on a private plane. They arguing. The kid hop up, boom. And before they know it, they done all got into a family fight. Now, when I was coming up, I was told children stay in the child's place. You stay out of grown folks' business. And once you old enough to get in grown folk business, you old enough to get checked like an adult. That's how I was growing up. You know, everybody look different. You know, William Bradley Pitt. You know, he is a Midwestern boy with old values. You know, they still believe in getting switches. And so I'm just saying. So Angelina basically took an incident that basically sounds like a family argument and some level of discipline, which a boy does need, Angelina. All right, especially in Hollywood. Okay, and so it sounds like she took that incident and ran with it because she was done with him. You have to understand, when it comes to these Hollywood chicks, they are really nothing more than man eaters. They're man eaters. They get them. They suck them dry for everything that they need, literally and figuratively. And once they're done with their energy, they move on to the next. There's never ever going to be a man that Angelina truly loves and submits herself to, because she loves nobody other than herself. That man bucked up and chest bumped that boy. Hell, he raised that boy. He can chest bump his ass to check him. And you took all that to go run to the courts and say now he don't want to be around his children. Why was he good enough to be around all them damn children you adopted for 10, 11 years? But now he's a drunk, and now you scared for your life, and now you want your youngest 3 children to testify against him in court, and this man is heartbroken. You trying to get this man to kill himself or something. All because now you don't want to be with him, now you want to destroy him. Go run about your life. Brad Pitt said he want 50-50 custody of his kids. He ain't speaking out bad about Angelina. He ain't doing nothing. He just want to see his kids half of them. Let that man see his damn kids. If he was good enough to raise the ones that didn't come from his loins, let him raise the ones that did. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Do y'all get it? Do y'all y'all get it? Angelina is bitter. That is what it sounded like to me. I do not buy the story of him being abusive. Energy vampires, right? They said what's going on with the cup? It's green. I forgot about it before I came on camera, so it's blending in with the green screen. Okay, even though that does look cool, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Arizona. Oh, had fun at home. I miss home. All right, so that's that. This relationship is broken up. Brad's career is never gonna be the same, and it's all because he got with the succubus. Hey, Kim. All right, I'm gonna move right along from that.
What's up, my Curry gang and Night and Day family? Won't y'all head over to nightanddaynetmarket.com and check out our large collection of all over 3D printed t-shirts and hoodies. We fully stocked and ready to go. You'll find your favorite artists, TV series, and movies on these beautifully crafted shirts and hoodies. From Bob Marley to Martin, Biggie, Tupac, Nipsey Hussle, Aaliyah, Prince, Kobe, and many, many more. It's so much shit to choose from. Y'all know we got the best shop online and content to match it. The link is in the description box below. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to the email list to get those discounts. So go ahead over to the shop. Don't be a loser, slacker.